And in this lesson, we're actually just going to kind of walk through the different possibilities that you have in diffusing essential oils into your environment. So probably the one I want to start off with is what is called the nebulizing diffuser. And this diffuser, it uses like, believe it or not, this is like a fish tank pump that creates the air that gets pushed through. And then there's this very intricate glass, what's called a baffle, inside the glass. And then this little top goes on to direct the dispersal of the fine mist of essential oils. So this is the most, what I would say, this is like, it's not just for clinical environments, but this would be the one that would be most commonly used, say, in hospitals or hospices in particular. That's where I have experience using the nebulizing diffuser. At home during where there's the months where we want to be supportive to our immune system or the respiratory system, the nebulizing diffuser is really ideal for the kind of strong therapeutic activities essential oils have to offer us. So this is the one I will definitely be using and getting up and running for the autumn months to support respiratory health, to support immunity, emotional well-being as well. So this is the core one I find myself using. The way that this works, you basically put in anywhere from 2 to 4 mils, depending on how long you want to be diffusing that particular synergy or combination of essential oils. And then when you turn it on, it kind of creates this movement, what's called a vibration, but also airflow. And that causes the essential oils to hit against that very intricate piece of glass inside the baffles. So it hits against there and is pushed out with the air into our environment in very small particles. So it's like the essential oil, there's no water here, it's just the essential oil, and the essential oil molecules will get dispersed in the air and be carried for a while in the environment before finally it dissipates. So that's how the nebulizing diffuser works. In another lesson, I'm going to actually show you how I clean it because it needs a good cleaning right now. So good thing, right? So you can see how I do that. The next one is just a really simple way of diffusing essential oils into your environment is just the candle diffuser. So I really like this. This one in particular was made for me by a student of mine in Washington State, and I've just always really loved it, and it's stayed with me all these years. So with candle diffusers, these are really more like personal diffusion. It's going to maybe diffuse into a small space or a small room. And when we're using a candle in the first place, there's some type of ritual or ceremony, or you feel drawn to work with the candle, with the fire, and the essential oil. So that's when I do find myself using the candle diffuser. They're really nice in your bedroom, in the evening when you're just relaxing, maybe reading a book, to light one, obviously, that you're going to blow out before you fall asleep, and put some just relaxing essential oils. Yeah, so the candle diffuser is really a way of diffusing essential oils for oneself. That has a very more of a kind of soul connection, I guess, is what I would call it. So, but you can also just use a candle diffuser simply to diffuse into the environment. They're really easy to use. Of course, the one maybe disadvantage would be it does use a candle, so there's fire involved, and you want to be mindful if you have young kids about who gets around that flame. And then also, if you do work in a clinic or a healthcare environment, a massage therapy facility as well, they won't allow candles into the facility. So this is where either the nebulizing diffuser or what I'm going to talk about now is the ultrasonic diffuser. So this is the ultrasonic diffuser. I can't remember who this is from, but it's very basic. The ultrasonic diffuser works. Basically, you put water into this bottom part and it'll fit, you know, it has this marker as far as like how high to fill the water. So you put the water to that level and then you add your essential oil synergy or drops of different essential oils or drops of just one essential oil is fine too. And in this, I usually put anywhere from 5 to 15 drops total. You know, you adjust according to the strength that you want. There's not just one amount you always put. You know, if I happen to put neroli in here, I would only need 2 drops, maybe even just 1 drop of neroli. But with citrus oils, I might find myself doing 10 or 15 or even 20. So, and it also depends on the age group. You know, young children or young adults tend to have anyways, a much stronger sense of smell. And then as we age, the sense of smell declines. Now, I do have a little bit of a theory about that, and one has to do with hydration of the body, you know, so we keep the body hydrated as we grow older. And then the other is simply, you know, to use it as a muscle, to always be aware of how different things smell in your environment or your home or your clothes or a book you're reading, or, you know, literally it's like as we get older, the sense of smell still wants us to work with it and be aware of it and to exercise it. So, okay, that's my little side speech on the sense of smell. Anyhow, so, and then with this particular model, it has this lid, and then it has this kind of external lid to complete it as a unit. So this is a ultrasonic diffuser, and with these, so the water kind of vibrates, and through the vibratory action of the water, and again the pump with the air flowing out, moves the essential oil and the water out into a fine mist. So one could say there's some slight humidity going into the air, probably not very much, not unless you sat right by it. But it does use water. And you can leave this, a lot of them actually are coming now with timers where you can time this on for 30 to 60 minutes and then shut it off for another 2 or 3 hours, turn it back on. It's entirely up to you. So, okay, that's the ultrasonic diffuser. We've done the candle and the nebulizing diffuser. And then this one, I don't usually talk about specific companies or products, but the point here is that some companies are coming out with some really interesting diffuser designs. I don't actually believe this one is available any longer from Florahana, but I have seen a couple of new ones on the market where they're designed. This one connects right into the computer, so I could have it relatively close and diffuse next to my office desk. It still is considered environmental diffusion because it's a nebulizing diffuser. So this bottle, which comes off, this is where you put your essential oils. All right. So this works. You plug it in. You have your synergy of oils, and it doesn't necessarily have to be full. This is a 10 ml bottle. And then once you've designed your synergy, you connect it up. And then there's a cord, obviously. And then you can set it. This is actually really interesting because this had a number of different settings on how you could set the timer. Do you know? So you can time it to run from 5 minutes to 60 minutes, and then off for 30 to 60 to 120, and then on again. So it was a kind of a really neat design for this. Yeah. Okay. So that's finishes off this lesson on diffusers, and I'll be back soon with another lesson. Thank you.